1980 to Lincoln Cent. Welcome back to FC Old Coin. Today, we're embarking on an in-depth journey into the fascinating history of the 1982 Lincoln penny. This coin might seem like just another penny, but it's actually one of the most intriguing coins in U.S. numismatic history, due to the numerous variations and the significant changes made during its production. So, buckle up as we explore the rich history, design, variations, and the factors that make the 1982 Lincoln penny a must-have for collectors. Background: the Lincoln Cent series. To understand the significance of the 1982 Lincoln penny, we first need to take a step back and look at the broader history of the Lincoln Cent series. The Lincoln Cent was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. This was the first time a U.S. coin featured the likeness of a real person, which was a significant departure from the tradition of using allegorical figures. The obverse of the coin, designed by Victor David Brenner, features a bust of Lincoln, which has remained largely unchanged for over a century. The reverse initially depicted the Whig ears, symbolizing prosperity, and was later replaced in 1959 with the Lincoln Memorial to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. This reverse design was used until 2008. The context: economic challenges of the early 1980 South. The early 1980s were a time of economic turmoil in the United States, characterized by high inflation, rising metal prices, and significant budget deficits. By the late 1970s and early 1980s, the cost of producing a penny had risen dramatically due to the increasing price of copper. The situation became so severe that by 1982, the U.S. Mint had to take drastic measures to reduce the cost of minting pennies. The transition from copper to zinc, one of the most significant changes in the history of the Lincoln Cent, occurred in 1982 when the U.S. Mint decided to change the composition of the penny. Up until this point, pennies were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, with each penny weighing 3.11 grams. However, as the price of copper continued to rise, the cost of producing each penny became more than the face value of the coin itself. To address this issue, the U.S. Mint decided to switch the composition to a copper-plated zinc core. The new pennies consisted of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, with a significantly lighter weight of 2.5 grams. This transition began in 1982, resulting into distinct types of pennies being produced that year: the original copper alloy pennies and the new zinc-based pennies. 4. The variations, a numismatist's dream. The year 1982 is particularly interesting for collectors because it produced 7 distinct varieties of the Lincoln penny. These variations are due to a combination of the transition from copper to zinc and changes in the coin's design. Here are the 7 known varieties. 1. 1982 Small Date Copper. 2. 1982 Large Date Copper. 3. 1982 Small Date Zinc. 4. 1982 Large Date Zinc. 5. 1982D Small Date Copper. 6. 1982D Large Date Zinc. 7. 1982D Small Date Zinc. Large date versus small date. The terms large date and small date refer to the size of the date on the obverse of the coin. The difference between the two is subtle but distinguishable upon close inspection. The large date has thicker, more prominent numerals, while the small date features thinner, more delicate numerals. The small date varieties are generally more sought after by collectors due to their relative scarcity. Copper versus zinc. The distinction between copper and zinc pennies is crucial for collectors. Copper pennies are heavier 3.11 grams, while zinc pennies are lighter 2.5 grams. This weight difference can be easily measured with a precise scale, and it's one of the primary methods for distinguishing between the two compositions. The 1982D Small Date Copper, the holy grail among all the variations. The 1982D Small Date Copper penny is the rarest and most valuable. For years, collectors believed that no 198D Small Date pennies were struck in copper, as the Denver Mint had transitioned to zinc earlier in the year. However, in the late 1990s, a small number of these coins were discovered. sparking immense interest in the numismatic community. These coins are so rare that only a few examples are known to exist. When they do appear at auction, they can fetch thousands of dollars, depending on their condition. The discovery of these coins highlights the importance of closely examining pennies from this year, as you might stumble upon a hidden treasure. The minting process, challenges and adaptations. The minting process in 1982 was fraught with challenges due to the transition between materials. The U.S. Mint had to adjust its machinery to accommodate the new, lighter zinc blankets, which led to variations in strike quality. Additionally, the different compositions required changes in die design and manufacturing, contributing to the variety of coins produced. Because of these changes, some 1982 pennies exhibit poor strikes or other minting errors, which are of particular interest to collectors. Mint errors from this period, such as off-center strikes, double dies, or coins struck on the wrong blankets, can also be valuable. Collecting 1982 pennies. What to look for when collecting 1982 Lincoln pennies? There are a few key factors to consider. Condition. As with all coins, the condition of the penny plays a significant role in its value. Coins in uncirculated or high-grade condition are more desirable. Weight. Use a precise scale to determine whether the penny is made of copper or zinc. Copper pennies will weigh 3.11 grams, while zinc pennies weigh 0.5 grams. Date size. Examine the date on the coin to distinguish between large date and small date varieties. Mint mark. Pay close attention to the mint mark. The 198D small date copper is the most sought after, but other variations are also of interest. Errors. Be on the lookout for minting errors, which can significantly increase the value of a coin. The legacy of the 1982 Lincoln penny. The 1982 Lincoln penny represents a pivotal moment in the history of U.S. coinage. The economic pressures of the time forced the U.S. Mint to innovate and adapt, resulting in one of the most diverse and intriguing years for the Lincoln cent series. For collectors, the 1982 penny offers a unique challenge, with its many variations and the potential for discovering a rare gem. Conclusion. As we've seen, the 1982 Lincoln penny is much more than just a common coin. It's a piece of history that tells the story of a nation, grappling with economic challenges and adapting to changing times. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just getting started, the 1982 penny offers endless opportunities for discovery and excitement. So, the next time you come across a 1982 penny, take a closer look. You might just be holding a piece of history. Thanks for watching FC Old Coin. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1982 Lincoln penny, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more coin, history, and collecting tips. Happy hunting, and see you in the next video.